Alright, hello all. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So we are doing some more showcases here for the new Golden Frieza Gogeta tag character. Now this time around, I did want to try like a super class setup, just trying to specifically go for Gogeta. We'll see how this works out. Obviously, this could cause issues with the tag blues, losing, their guaranteed additional, as well as some of the dodge and damage reduction, right? But I wanted to try this. Now, I will say, uh, I mentioned this in my stacking defense video. Originally, I was doing the 55% link level 1 showcases, but I just through bad timing of I had to go out of town, and then I've been somewhat sick, so the pace I've been able to keep up with content, the celebration has not been the quickest, unfortunately. So I've been pretty behind on seeing this guy, and I just want to experience his full power. So I put the dupe in, link leveled him. I have not used him since. So we're gonna jump in. We're gonna try this out, and we'll see how it goes. We're going Rose and Zamasu here, so let's jump in. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but I definitely the other like most difficult fight right now I'd say is the Gohan Goten Trunks stage 5. I think that fight's probably more difficult, and I want to try using like Frieza for that one to see how he does like tanking against Gohan. I think that'd be pretty nice to see, and also just like in general, I I'd rather use Gogeta in a fight where I can actually dodge, right? Oh, I thought the intro was gonna play. Okay, well, I guess I'll take that then. And the tag Blue Goku locked in slot 1. So, I'm sure you guys are aware, but this is kind of an issue. This restriction right here. It's a pretty easy condition for the most part, but when you try to run Tag Frieza Gogeta, it does cause issues. I would say, I think it might be a good decision for them. Although, obviously, they're not going to do it at this point. Well, I suppose technically they could, because tag is still somewhat of a new mechanic. They just have to, like, rewrite the characters. But I really think, given that tag characters have, all the categories they'd be on individually, like Goku and Vegeta, Vegeta's family, Goku's family, right? I really do think that it should also like stick with the typing, what the character should be. I feel like that makes sense. So if Gogeta were super instead of extreme as well, that would, obviously solve some issues here. To be fair, it does make the character more effective on the Omega setup, which I definitely think will probably be the best setup for them. And I'm really excited to try that out some more. But still, I definitely, I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. I just think there are going to be issues trying to make this work that will be pretty problematic. As this tag Blue Goku is really consistent at dodging for me. But when we're taking 20% dodge off, and mine's 55%, so I am truly losing 20%. I don't have like a bunch of extra dodge in him or anything. It's gonna hurt. Now, thankfully, he's actually dodged everything this turn, but that's not going to be consistent thing happening. I don't think. I guess we'll see. But I do suspect that there will be issues with this. Now, that Omega setup, I'm really looking forward to using that some more. I will, obviously only being on the double 170 isn't the best. However, just because of how low the phase 1 defense is that like Golden Frieza has, the huge amount of support from the Omegas actually more than make up for what you lose for not being on a 220. Up to like 50% phase 1 support on a 220, the double 170 Omega setup is better. Because obviously each one of them gives 70% phase 1 support for 140% total. And that's without even, you say Shadow Dragon Legion they can support. You get like super easy Rose on there. Right? There's definitely a lot of support Frieza can have there. So I'm really curious to see the numbers he can get up to now that I, especially have the dupe in him. I think it's going to go very, very well. But obviously we'll have to see. It really does suck though, I will say. Having this movie boss, like we'll have to see what all the team gets throughout the celebration. But it's such like it's not a good category right now, a good team. So I do think that's really unfortunate because now I can't really show off to him at the same time. So at 297, start a turn here. This is with one dupe. Now we're not built up, but on build up we'd be at what, like 594 some odd thousand. Interesting. Okay. Certainly could be a decent bit higher, but not the worst either. We'll see how he does here, because I think this is also probably going to be Frieza's worst fight in the game. Yeah, of course. Of course Rose has to super us immediately, man. We're definitely dead, right? Oh no! We live, huh? I mean, just barely. But we did live. Now that is Rose with no build-up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, see, now we're dead. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is the issue. Rose obviously is not a good fight for Golden Frieza. Which is why I do want to try Gogeta out here if I can. Because obviously, the dodge will be very nice. And the support he'll give to allies, I think will be very tremendous in this fight as well. So, okay, now this actually looks really good. Both these rotations, I think, should do a pretty decent job of living. So I should be able to actually see Gogeta this time around, which will be very nice. But yeah, I mean, only being able to show one character definitely sort of sucks. I did start out that initial showcase with the Movie Hero Movie Boss team. I mean, just right now, it's not it. Now, we did actually... I haven't tried them out yet. I haven't even easy-a'd him, technically. Because I've been behind on the showcase. God damn! Goten and Trunks! Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about this. Shit. They actually... Because it's... their condition. They're losing 27% chance to dodge. Damn it, I didn't even think about that. They can't be on the team then. Oh, that was such a good rotation, too. Okay, who should I bring then? Take Vegeta and Trunks? I guess. Yeah, we're gonna try Vegeta and Trunks here. Yeah, no, that's completely my bad. I did not, Oh, come on, man. Slot, okay. Here's what I'll do. Let me cut away. And I'll come back once we actually are going into a turn with Gogeta. I do really want to focus on him more so here. I mean, if we get turns where Golden Frieza, is actually in mid-rotation, I'll show that. But otherwise, I'll be right back. Okay, we have another turn with Golden Frieza here. Let's see how this plays out. Now, we do have Shocking Speed, which gives us the 5% defense. However, obviously, the big link for him is Thirst for Conquest, which we don't have. We really need to see. I mean, I personally still really want them, but a lot of people seem to think the cooler movie character EZAs aren't coming. So I'm sort of, I don't know. It's just like, I really thought they would have done them in the celebration, but so many people seem convinced they're not, that I'm honestly starting to doubt myself on if they're coming or not. So I guess we'll see. I mean, it's still very early. I mean, we're not even into part 2 yet. We'll have to see what part 2 even is. I mean, I'd presume it'd be a wrap Broly, but honestly, given that this is Golden Frieza Gogeta, I mean, who knows? Okay, so we did take some damage this turn, but we are alive. Now, unfortunately, given that we don't have the Movie Hero Movie Boss or Extreme Class conditions, we don't have the additional Super. But on this team, we have a shit ton of HP, so it's not the biggest deal. Okay, he actually looked pretty solid there, I would say. So let me cut away here again. We'll come back, hopefully, on this same fight here with Gogeta. Okay, it took a couple more attempts, but we are just about to see Golden Frieza, going into Gogeta, so I'm pretty excited to see how they're going to perform. Gogeta's going to perform in this fight. Obviously, Gogeta is very insane, but given that it's a short content meta, I do think it's going to be kind of hard to effectively use him the most. But right here, we should get a really good look at him.
You think this is the end? Think about the next fight, or think about your pride. Saiyan blood flows in your veins. If you're my son, as you claim, then I won't tolerate you losing to anyone. I will get stronger. Stronger than the enemy, and stronger than you. Who do you think you are? I'm Gogeta. Kakarot and Vegeta have fused together to win.
Okay, perfect. And then Int Gogeta's locked at the end, so we can effectively put this guy in slot 1. Well, the orbs weren't too generous to me, but I can still work with this. His battle motion looks really good. I think what we'll do... Damn, I don't have guaranteed. I mean, that's 90% chance to dodge. Surely I don't fail a 90% chance to dodge, right? Surely. I guess we'll find out. Here, I'm going for it. Because I don't want to waste the active. Because we can make a lot of use from it. Next appearance, I do think. And then obviously, once we, Super, Int Gogeta as well as Vegeta and Trunks are going to get a lot tankier. So, 36.9, okay. And this is only 8 orbs, by the way. And then we have the one guaranteed, 23.9. And then we could get the hidden potential. So it does kind of suck we only got 8 orbs. Because he gets the... Yeah, we didn't get the hidden potential, it's unfortunate. Okay, you do need to dodge this one, Gogeta. 90%, come on, there we go. That's huge. And then these two are going to be a lot tankier. Still took 70k, 53. Okay, I mean, the support definitely helped us from both the phase 2 as well as the SA phase. You need to dodge this super too, buddy. Okay, good shit. Okay, he's looking really nice right now. Now I would like, Vegeta and Trunks not being slot 1, not the best, but I figured, we definitely want to have Tech Gogeta slot 1, so. And now next turn, both, the Tech lose, it's a full superclass rotation. So I don't need to worry about any of them. And I could probably just, use double Vegeta active and just, crush Zamasu. Because Gogeta at the end here is obviously going to do quite a bit. So, I mean, there could definitely be issues with this team. but I also think it can still be very effective. So, you know, as long as you can get it so the tag... Damn.
I told you we needed a plan, yet here we are.
Relax. I'm sure we'll find a way. We always do.
Sure, except for all the times we've died.
Okay, well that's not the best for us there. But we can work with this still. I'm actually kind of questioning if I should just use both the Vegito actives to do more damage. What if I use my Vegeta active and then use the friend Vegito? We're gonna try something like this. We'll use mine first and then I'll decide.
I'll defeat you for my son and for the future, Father! Take this, damn it! Come on, Trunks! Give it all you got!
Sure thing. This is the power portal!
Okay, yeah, I think it might be best to use the Vegito active just so we can actually kill Zamasu.
You think you're the only one who can manage that little trick?
There we go. Okay, we should be looking very nice now. Now let me use their transformation.
Let's do this, Vegeta!
Damn you!
This is a power greater than that of a Super Saiyan God!
I'm going to have fun destroying you!
Okay, do I have a lot of orbs here? Perfect. 7, that's all we need. Alright, next turn, I think we should be in business. I'm very excited to see how next turn's gonna go. Tag Gogeta is probably going to kill, would be my guess. Because when we get those 23 orbs, you know, using the active skill, he's gonna do a lot of damage, so... Tag Gogeta's probably... I think this character is designed really nicely, honestly. Because, you know, if it gets to the point, because Power Creep has been moving pretty fast, and Frieza is designed in a way where they could Power Creep him pretty easily. 100%. Because I feel like they designed him in the way they did. Because they're scared of that sort of design when you look at like Beast Gohan. I feel like that's part of why we've had so much power creep, is they're like, oh shit, this is actually way too strong. But they also know that we like the ability, so they give it to us, but like a sort of watered down version, you know. But even when like Frieza starts to really like age out with power creep, at least on like superclass teams, you know, you float him off on his first appearance, he comes back as Tag Gogeta. And Tag Gogeta is designed in such a way where I find a hard time believing that he's going to get power crept anytime soon. The amount of support he has is very tremendous. You know, it does quite a lot for the team. And then, you know, the guaranteed dodge, like, I think he's going to do a shit ton of damage this next turn as well. Like, he's just designed, like, so perfectly, so. I'm definitely a big fan of this character. Once again, their team definitely needs to be better. I mean, we'll see what happens by the end of the celebration. But, besides that, I think they've cooked so far. Alright, well, this is probably just gonna be GG here, I have to imagine. Okay, now obviously that doesn't kill. But once we collect all of our orbs, we're chilling. You know, we're perfectly fine.
Let's fuse, Kakarot.
You're the last person I expected to suggest fusing. This is going to be special. I can feel it.
Fusion! I'm neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one who will destroy you!
Okay, now who links better with Gogeta? I imagine physical Gogeta would. Yes, okay. Oh, really? So we're trading Kamehameha off and shocking speed for prepared for battle. Yeah, this is definitely better. Alright, now I'm not gonna lie, Vegeta and Trunks might not be in the best scenario here. Obviously Rose's built up quite a bit, but just from one AoE, I don't think we need to worry. Obviously physical Gogeta's fine. Yeah, I mean, they took some damage, but they weren't even fully built up. Okay, what is this gonna do? 49.4. Okay. Now keep in mind, he has 4 additional supers guaranteed, and then, you know, I only have the one dupe in him, so it's not like it's a massively guaranteed chance. But I do have additional in him, you know, hidden potential, additional. So he could technically even do 6 supers total, as well as his active skill this turn, right? So, and just with the amount of support he's giving allies, like, this is just crazy. I really do, you know, when they, like, add more characters like this, I do really think it's necessary now more than ever for us to be able to see our unit's defense on Super. And, okay, is this the... I think we got it, right? Is this it? I think this is the hidden potential. Okay, that's huge. If so. Yeah, and then he just nearly kills Rose himself. From Rose being half. Yeah, no. He's definitely really crazy. It's hard to show the value he has right now because of the way content is designed. You know, short content, and then as well as, for whatever dumb reason, it not being a feature to this day, mind you, to be able to see units defense post super. It's really hard to show. But, I mean, take a look at, like, physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, we had, what, 1.1 mil nearly started turn defense? Well, he gives a 50% SA phase, which, I mean, we already had, what, 4 stacks total? Which is 200% SA phase for that character. So a decent bit of an extra boost. And then we have the 230% phase 2, which Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta doesn't have any at all. So in that scenario, I mean, we're upwards of 3 million, 3.5, 4 some odd, I don't know exact amount, but I'm gonna say like 3.5 mil defense in that scenario, just because of what Tech Gogeta does. And obviously, I mean, that scales directly with, I mean, it depends on the character, but it scales very, very heavily. So the amount of defense that this guy has, the amount of support he has, like, his dad, like, he's designed very, very nicely. I think they definitely cooked him. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying out Frieza on the Omega setup. So that's what I'm going to do next. I think this was about as good as we're going to get a look from Gogeta. He got to dominate those 2 turns he was up, but unfortunately, given that we're in a short content meta, it's literally going to be those 2 turns that he's up, right? And then, you know, obviously we can only have one on this team. So, I mean, I think we saw a decent bit. I tried to cut around a little bit to show more and show less of the other characters, but Either way, I think I'm gonna end this one here. This character is definitely very nice, very fun. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.